What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and as you can see, there's something clearly different about today's video as compared to all my other weeks, and that is, bam! The bike has arrived, and I put it together over the past 2 days and was absolutely terrified pretty much the whole time that I was doing it. I showed it a little bit in yesterday's video, but here we have the Canyon Speedmax CF7, and it is a full carbon tri-bike, and geez, like the amount of technology in this bike, which is different than my other bike. I have it right behind the screen, but the office is a little bit messy since I've been building this over the past bunch of days, but I wanted to walk you through what it was like to build one of these newer high-tech bikes. Like, first of all, it's a 2025 model space gray CF7, and like this thing is like a spaceship, and compared to my other bike, which is the Scott Plasma 10 from probably 2011. Honestly, the date that I've been throwing around for that bike is questionable because I don't have any of the history on it. I got it off Facebook Marketplace. There's really no way for me to track down any of the original specs on it, or at least no way that I know of. So from going from a 2011 type bike to a 2025 bike, it's like a world of a difference. Like, first of all, when it gets shipped to you, it's shipped in like this big box, and you just open it up, and obviously you have instructions manuals and like the videos online, and Canyon does a good job about having an app where it shows you the unboxing process. But for some reason, I guess because this is like the new year model, it wasn't lining up like 100%, and it was just enough off to make me extremely nervous to really touch or do anything on this bike. So what I have now is a work of my own hands. This thing came in all pieces, blown out, so like the seat post wasn't in, the seat was connected just to the seat post, the tires or the wheels weren't on, just this back wheel was on, no pedals, no cockpit, handlebars were off, just the wires like pre-routed a little bit. The aero bars were not, they were turned upside down, and the pads and everything were completely off, and there was just enough work to do that made me extremely nervous. The brand new hydraulic brakes, which I've never had a bike with hydraulic brakes before. All these little canisters that I put on were like, you know, I didn't have all the, I'm not a professional bike builder. I didn't have all the tools to just at my ready. So there I was, just figuring it out until midnight last night, and then a little bit extra this morning. And then, you know, we made it here. We got everything torqued to the right setting thanks to this little guy that came in the box with the adjustable heads. And honestly, I'm not even sure like if this is the right height for me, because I've been too afraid to ride it. It's like an intimidating monster, having spent like $6,000 on this bike and just barely getting it together. I'm definitely taking my time and giving myself a chance to slow down a bit, enjoy the process, really soak it in. Having the opportunity to build this from scratch, essentially. And I'm sure like a real bike mechanic would probably laugh at me for calling this building from scratch, but building it from scratch without knowing nearly anything aside from what parts are, and then, you know, getting to this point is it's really nice, and this bike is absolutely gorgeous. I'll give you a bit of a closer look now. So like, just this like matte finish, like it's, I don't even want to ride it. I don't want to ruin it. Like the shine that it has, like just the new bike smell. It's gorgeous. So as you can see, I'm basically like a kid on Christmas, reeling with excitement. There are a few things that I have to do to make it ready to be on the Wahoo. Some of those things include just, this is a 12-speed bike, so the cassette that came with it right here, obviously the cassette is always on the back wheel. So between the cassette and the new shifters on here, Shimano Di2s, between all of that, I have to, one, buy a new cassette, a cassette of the same size so that I can stick it on the Wahoo. Not sure if you all know what the Wahoo is, but there's the Wahoo, my indoor trainer, and the old girl. So I have to do that. I have to modify the hub on here so that I can, one, install that new cassette, and two, allow it to accept a through axle. So once I get that done, I will be in business and I'll be able to start cranking out watts on my trainer. For now, I think since I'm starting my training up again tomorrow, I will I'll probably start with more running and see if I can get one of those cassettes just at a bike shop. I already ordered it online so that it'll start to, make its way over here. Should be here towards the end of the month, I think December 27th, and then I'll really be cranking. I did get to sit on this a little bit in the hallway, made me a little bit nervous, but I was using the walls to balance me so that I can see whether or not the size is going to work well for me. As some of you know, the size on my Scott was just a little bit too big, and I believe it was leading to some lower back issues. I couldn't quite ride without some sort of hip or pelvic tilt, and I could never really quite sit up or feel comfortable on it. And then so those were the things that I was really looking for, and I didn't really get to test out a full rotation of getting to ride it. It did come with these, and I can take it outside if I really want to. These are just caged, simple bike pedals. If I wanted to take it for some rides outside, casually without bike shoes or anything. So I could go outside, test it out, and see how I like the seat height or the saddle height, and make the modifications that I need to the post. That should be easy enough, but didn't have too much daylight today to actually work on this. So I'm gonna try to get some time out there this week. If I can't figure out this other stuff ahead of time, but yeah, honestly, it's a gorgeous bike, and I'm just really excited to have it in my possession and to have the opportunity to get to use it and start to race on something that's my size in this decade of technology. And it just, it's hard to explain. It feels legit. It feels like I'm a much more legit competitor now, or at least I have the option to be, where the gear that I have isn't going to be limiting my performance. Like, my performance will be strictly limited by my physical ability. It won't be that the bike is too big anymore, so that's causing me to be in pain. Like, I won't have to be worrying about these stupid things as I'm moving through my training, just because I was making do with what I had. Now, like, I was writing about this yesterday as I was staring at the box, and I was just thinking about all the making do that I had to do to get to the point that I am right now, where now instead of making do with my training rig, I can really use this as an opportunity to push myself to the next level. And it's like, it's a good feeling, and it's an increased level of commitment than I have had in the sport, because like, this is really locking me and I can't quite get this and then and then in any good conscience stop. And it's not that I would, but it's more a reassurance that I'm in this for the long haul. So if there's anything you want to know about the new bike, I should do a bit of a breakdown as far as like the new technology on here, what that means to me and how it contrasts with what I've been using. I'm feeling much more motivated to learn more about minor repair work that I can do on my own at home, like without having to take things to a bike and spend bike shop and spend the money. So I think that like, this is good in many regards. It's going to give me a lot of motivation to hit training hard, learn more about the sport, about the components that I have on my bike, like learn this thing inside and out, and really make the most of this. So thanks for joining me for another video. As always, if you like this video, just let me know in the comments, subscribe, ask any questions that you have. I am here for all of you, and here to just teach you what I'm learning as I'm learning it and share my journey with you. So have a good night.